combine like terms. So distribute first, then combine like terms. So in 1 and 2, hopefully you guys notice these are not FOIL. Can you tell the difference? No. There's either an addition or a subtraction there that tells us those aren't FOIL. Whereas down below, they have some different types of problems that might be FOIL. I just saw your arm said wash time. Yeah. It does say to write it in standard form as well. So like in number 1, I'm taking these y squareds and putting them together first. And it's 8y is the second plus a negative 11y, so essentially 8 minus 11. Now when we're adding, you don't change the exponent, but you change the coefficient. So kind of keeping that separated. Negative 3, positive 2 is a negative 1. And then negative 10, negative 7 is negative 17.
You want to know something that mom?
What?
My mom, she grew up.
Just my mom, period.
No. So I have a 13-year-old sister, and my mom like stands over her shoulder while she's doing homework, and she's like watching her write her letters, and she's criticizing them. She's like, "That's not how you're supposed to write that letter. You're not even supposed to write the D like that."
Wait, to Samantha?
Yeah.
Why?
She stands there and she's like, "That's not how you're supposed to write that."
Why?
Like, and you write it any better? Where's my paper? Give me my paper.
Okay, now this next one we're distributing that negative 1 in. So I like to rewrite it. It's kind of up to you guys. I think it's a little bit confusing to have to try and think about the negative being distributed if I don't just rewrite it. It's kind of, again, it's up to you. So this first one doesn't change at all. Now here it becomes a negative 7r to the third. Then it becomes a plus 3r squared.
Oh, we're still on that one?
Yeah, sorry. Moving kind of slowly here. Then I want to do standard form right away. So I'm going to grab the highest power first to put those together first. So I try to kind of be strategic with this as well. So 4 minus 7 is a negative 3, and again we're adding. And then I have those r to the seconds. So that's 4r to the second. There's a 1 and a 3. It's positive. That 5r doesn't have any like terms, so I'm just going to write plus 5r. And then I'm left with the negative 8 and negative 5. Now, I do want to talk about this because this was a little bit of a struggle, and it was probably my fault for not reviewing it better with you guys. The leading coefficient, degree, and number of terms for these. Leading coefficient, what is it? It's negative 3. It's actually negative 3 for both of them. Remember, that's the number in the front when it's in standard form. So the leading coefficient in each of these is negative 3. The degree. So the one on this side is the second degree, because it says second power there. Whereas this one's what degree? Third. And then number of terms. How many terms is number 1? 3. 1, 2, 3 terms. Which the number 2 is how many? 4 terms. Now this next group of problems, it says to simplify. Now as we're simplifying, to try distributing first, then combine like terms. So you always look to distribute first, then combine like terms. So like in number 3, I'll kind of get some of these set up for you guys. So that one we're distributing the 5x to the second, whereas this one, notice we're distributing a 4x, but then a -3. So when we do that multiplication, that happens first, then we combine our like terms, if there are any.
Always catches us doing new things. You always catch us doing new things.
Yeah, I do. It's probably because a big chunk of your day is spent doing weird things.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
That's like so like when I'm like in the lunchroom, the table that's like right off to the right of me. So that's like Cassidy, Grace, Frankie, Cash is sometimes there, Ryan. They have the most bizarre conversations, and I always like tune in. They'll be like talking about people who are furries. Like I'm like, oh my gosh, like, like, and they're like, did you hear what we said? And I was like, oh my god, yes, I did. So like, sometimes I move away from them just so that.
That's not weird compared to how me and my dad and like everyone at my uncle's shop, we don't use, we're like, ee, and we understand each other.
That's hilarious.
I'm not even gonna question how in God's name you understand each other with
And well, that started because of ghost adventure, like ghost hunters,
oh yeah.
because the EMF reader would be like, and like, did you guys
Bring
read
back.
that?
It's like you're talking Morse code.
She'll be right back. Okay. So guys, this one is one like you guys had on the test. The only thing, it's a tough one because you think you're done now. Just be careful to write it in standard form. So we have to rewrite that. Just wanted to make sure you guys understood what standard form was, so just rearranging it. I think there was only like one like that on the test where you had to worry about it. And you only have to worry about that if it says to.
We also do that because my little cousin Annabella, like, no one can understand her. She'd be like, teach me.
What kind of children are being raised in your family, Kylie?
We're all weird, okay? That's how we work.
My dad and I communicate in grunts a lot. He's like, you need to learn how to speak back. And so we just started grunting at me and I picked it up.
That's hilarious.
My dad and I conversate by me and him arguing about coffee because I want to take his coffee.
Okay guys, so this one, we distributed. Once we distribute, then we combine like terms. So just being careful that you understand like a problem like this versus a FOIL problem. So we have not FOILed yet on this sheet, unless you're on the bottom already, Justine.
Justine?
What?
I said we haven't FOILed yet. I said unless you're Justine. Right?
Definitely didn't finish it before we went outside.
Okay.
Wow.
I bumped my head last night. Actually, I opened the car door like on my head. And I have a long, and I keep touching it. And
I just saw the upstairs.
One time I accidentally opened our cabinet door and slammed myself in the face.
I didn't finish that.
Okay. Guys, for sake of time.
Okay. He's like, I didn't finish that. You're like, okay.
Oh, sorry. I didn't hear you.
Okay.
Okay.
Just Isaac. That's it.
What is it?
Okay. Now he's just making that up. Like, being a teacher. Thank you. Speaking up for him. Okay.
Yeah, 6 days, Miss
I
Sandra. 6 days. You were this close, and you lost it.
Okay. Okay.
What?
Flip the page. We're just going to go to number 6. Because I think if we do number 6, we'll be able to kind of cover that with kind of both bases, or all bases here. Remember, on these, we want to write them twice. And then we want to FOIL. The reason we're foiling is because they're stuck together. There's no addition or subtraction to tell us otherwise. So since they're stuck together, that means we have to FOIL. So, oh, that should have an X here. This becomes a positive 44xy. Inner positive 44xy. Sorry, I don't know what happened there.
Inner positive. What?
Confusing.
No, I just didn't catch what she was saying.
Yeah. I'm just mumbling up here. It's okay.
It's okay. At least,
I feel like
do
we
you
should
walk
go
around
on
the
a
house
school
talking to yourself in full sentences? Because my stepmom does.
I do not.
She's like,
I feel like we should go on a class field trip on Monday.
Class field trip. We're taking the retake.
I know, we're gonna take a class field trip while we're taking the retake.
Oh.
We're gonna go to Taco Bell, right?
Where's Taco Bell? Like soccer? Where's the Taco Bell?
It's a worse if you two can limit the soccer.
I gotta see what it is.
I don't know the last time I've gone to Taco Bell, to be honest. I love keto bug. So like if I'd rather go there than Taco Bell 1,000 times over.
It's just Qdoba's a bit more expensive. Oh wait, I can pay this.
Okay. All right. So guys, so our homework basically for Monday is to finish the rest. Well, I guess it's not posted that way. Let me post it or show you guys what we have here. So.
My only fast food lately has been home front because I had to when I work. Because I wanted to. So I buy a cake.
Okay, so our homework, you guys, is on that same page. Now we're just doing the rest of it that I kind of circled, like, or I didn't circle yesterday. Did anyone still want to look at your test for doing any corrections, or are we okay on tests at this point?